Okay, so I'm going to be entering the competition, and this is the tank I'll be entering. I was going to go ahead and show my other tanks, but turned out the video was too long, and for some reason it was not uploading to the YouTube, so hopefully this gets through. First, I apologize for this being so late. I'm sorry. My camera was in the shop, and a lot of things were happening, so I'm finally getting it out, and I'll just go through and explain everything. So, first of all, it's a 125-gallon tank with a black stand that goes with the tank. It's made with the tank, for the tank. 2 heat lamps. The red lamp's on all the time, and the bright lights is on at the daytime, and a UVB over there. Okay, let's go in. I do have 2 thermometers and hydrometers on each side. That one fell off for some reason. Probably she just did that, but that's fine. I'll start on this side, the hot side. So first of all, there's Naomi, and she is climbing somewhere. I don't know where she's going. Oh yeah, she's going down there. Oh, wait, you can kind of see her. There she is. Okay, so if the glass is a little dirty, I'm sorry, but I just cleaned it last night, and I just missed them this morning. So what are you gonna do, right? First off, this is a half buried in log because of how tall the mulch is because of this pond, but it still goes down about 2 inches away from the heat pad, so they can actually use the heat pad. She's going way down there, isn't she? I made it so they can go from the back and the well, actually, I should say they did that. They actually altered the log themselves so they can go from the back and the front. So let them do that themselves. They actually like that. Then I have these vines all the way out here. The tank's not done yet. It's 80% done. It's going to come all the way up here. I'm going to incorporate the pot. I'll explain the pot when I get over here. And if you want to know how to do these vines, I will be giving you a link to the reason why this tank looks so nice. Special thank goes out to Comfly Numb for his 12 habitat building videos. They're pretty long, and it's worth every minute. Explains everything you need to know, all the facts, and explains how to hang those vines up. And your snakes will love those vines. Even ball pythons, you know, they're not the biggest climbing snakes, but as you see, she is climbing up there. So, and it gives them the ability to have this temperature, or if they actually want to get a little hotter, they go closer to the heat lamp. And I like the reason I like these vines for another reason. This light is always on at night, as I told you, and for some reason they want to get warmer at night. I don't know why I have the temperature perfect, but let's just say they want to. They can just come up close to the heat lamp. It works great how it works. It just works perfectly, and then it gives them more. This tank's bigger just because of those vines. So that's the hot side. It has a heating pad underneath. 2 heat lamps. We got the UVB over here. We just straighten this out. Plexiglass on top to keep humidity in and to keep some heat in. Actually, this is a great way to keep the heat in without having a heat lamp on this side. If you have one of these big tanks. This is the cool side. Cool side has nothing, but it's still 82 degrees here and 70% humidity, so it's pretty good. Humidity could be a little bit higher, but I'm glad with that. I'm pretty happy with that. And the hot side's around 89, 90 degrees, and it's probably a bit warmer up here, but she likes it up there, you know. So that's what it gives you. So the pot goes all the way down to here, goes up, cut a hole in the top, filed it down so it's not sharp, and it mimics a hole pretty much. And I have about this much ground cover, and they absolutely love the pot. One of my snakes is in there right now, riding. He just ate, so probably just gonna be in there for a little while. And they're great to hunt off of for ball pythons, but I don't feed my snakes in the tank. I do have an extra one now, so I'm probably gonna actually let them feed off of them in my own feeding container. I'll decide about that later. But so this side's not really done yet. I will be adding more vines, as I told you, more brush. So here's a pond. Pretty clean water. 2 filters. There's the first filter, and back there's the quick flow filter, whatever they call it. sorry if there's a little splashes right here, but that doesn't help that waterfall thingy, but it keeps the water circulated. So this is pretty cool actually. I put, if you want to do this, I'll just explain real quick. You have to empty the tank out of everything, so that was hard enough. Then you want to get some plexiglass, 1/4 inch plexiglass, and just cut it square, cut it with a table saw or anything, silicone it 3 times all around all the seams. You want to tape it off the glass so the silicone doesn't get messy, and check for leaks. I left it in here with full water for a day, and my snakes were in their secondary tank, and no leaks at all. Then I put the rocks in first. Kind of, you have to like do layers at a time so to get this perfect line, but it works out great. They absolutely love it. And I put a bridge in the middle so they can climb, and I've added out throughout the weeks more vines so they can get to each side. They love it. This tank is probably the coolest tank I have for both reasons. It's beautiful, and I worked pretty hard on it, and it came out great. Also, I just want to put out another special thanks to my friend Ben at my local exotic pet store. He's the guy who showed me the idea with the ponds, so it came out pretty cool. Here's a side view. Oops. Here's a side view of the tank. Imagine once it's all done. And let me see if you can see. Yeah, it's dark. That's what they like, right? You can't really see in there. And I don't know how many bags of mulch I used. Don't even ask. A lot. And that is pretty much it. Oh yeah. So temperature. We got hydrometers and thermometers here. That one fell off, as I told you. The only thing, just real quick, my updates to this tank is more vines again. That's what I said, and I want to get a thermostat. I was actually thinking about getting like 2 thermostats. So there's a thermostat at night and a thermostat in the day. But those things are pretty actually pricey, and I wanted the digital ones because I think you could have one and it works for day and night, but we will see how it goes. And I'll make another video that's totally off this subject of contest entry for my other habitats. And that's pretty much it. Hope the judges like it. If not, glad to show you this tank. I've worked pretty hard on it. And if anybody wants to really know how to make a sweet tank, now you can see it, and I'll put a link to those videos. I'm not sure if I named the snakes yet. This is Naomi. She was a rescue. She had a bad life before. Got around 2 years old. And Ryden's in his pot, and he is a rescue too. Pretty bad life too. And from different homes, they came together. Originally I thought she was a female, but he's had some symptoms of pregnancy. But we will see if I get some babies out of this, because they were mating earlier this season. And this is it. I'm just trying to think of anything else. I don't think so. As you see, she's already trashing the tank, and she'll trash it. Everything will go down in a week. Every feeding day, I rebuild the tanks pretty much. I also have another ball python. He's called Vamp. He's a rescue, and a red-tailed boa, who is called Baby Bruce. I actually bought him, but that's it. Hope you like it.